In this video, I thought it'd be fun to talk about and share my thoughts on sleep. I'll be going through a list of thoughts I put together that includes the pros and cons of sleep and explain my opinion towards each topic. I hope that most, if not all, of the topics I go through will be relatable to you and that it'll be interesting to see how our opinions relate and differ. First up is probably my favorite part of sleep, and that is dreams. I think dreams are super interesting. They're kind of mysterious because we don't really understand them. They're elusive in a way because we usually forget most of them really quickly, but I think what's most interesting about them is how vivid and real they can sometimes seem. Like those dreams that are so vivid that you wake up still feeling how you felt in the dream for a few seconds. They make you feel like you actually went somewhere and experienced whatever it was that the dream was about. I think that's pretty cool. I've heard some people say that they can hear things when they dream, like their dreams have audio, but I guess I'm different from that because most of the time my dreams don't have sound. Maybe sometimes they do, but only sometimes. I've also heard that you aren't able to create faces in your dreams, so any faces that appear in your dreams are people you've seen in real life, even if you don't actually know them, like you just passed them on the sidewalk one time. The first time I heard that, I was like, whoa, that's weird. So I don't really know anyone else who feels this way, but I absolutely love having nightmares, like those super vivid, terrifying nightmares that you wake up from and your heart is pounding and you have like that sensation of adrenaline going on. Those are just insane to me. I think it's such a surreal experience and I find them to be really interesting and actually really inspiring. Like, nightmares are definitely one of my top sources of inspiration for animations. I don't know, I thoroughly enjoy them. Anyways, I definitely consider dreams and nightmares to be a solid plus when it comes to sleep. No complaints there. I mean, I guess the only downside are those times when you're going through a rough time or something, like you've got a problem with life stuff and you have a dream where that specific problem goes away and everything is just peachy and you wake up and it's a hard, sudden fall back to reality. Those suck. But lucid dreaming is pretty cool. I don't think I lucid dream that often. I actually used to try techniques that were supposed to help cause you to lucid dream, but I don't think I was very successful at it. But when I am able to lucid dream, it's usually whenever I'm dreaming that I'm a wizard and can cast spells and stuff, or I'm dreaming that I can fly. Those are really fun. So yeah, dreams are probably my favorite part of sleep. Venturing forward, then we have the standard things that sleep is good for. It's healthy, it recharges you, de-stresses you, and it helps enable you to be able to take on life's challenges. Hard to argue with any of that, so those are all positives. On a lower note, you would go insane without sleep and eventually die. So you kinda gotta sleep. It's a requirement of life. It's good that it keeps you alive, but I don't really like being told what to do, so the fact that you have to do it is a negative for me. But I guess that's an it is what it is sort of thing. Still a negative though. Next is sleep paralysis. I feel like I'm pretty neutral towards it overall. It's kind of spooky, but also kind of cool, so I don't know, I'm kind of just chilling on it. To be fair, I don't really stumble into sleep paralysis too often, so perhaps maybe I would be more opinionated one way or the other if I experienced it more. But apparently it's a common thing that during sleep paralysis, if you open your eyes, you'll see a dark figure, and that's pretty cool. So you know what, I'll make it a positive just for the spook factor. Another thing I'm pretty neutral on is that at face value, sleep is rather time consuming. This can be a bad thing when you have a long list of things you really want to do and just want to go, but taking the Uno reverse card into consideration, sleep being time consuming can be great for when life decides to throw some not so nice things your way. You know those things. That being said, when life does decide to throw some not so nice things your way, I find sleep to be the ultimate form of temporary escapism to shield yourself so you can build up your strength and eventually take down that boss battle when you're ready. My final negative thought towards sleep is that it's sometimes a little too random. You can have good sleep habits, but no matter how much you practice sleeping, you can't ever really master it. You can only be somewhat good at it. Not being able to fall asleep when you want to sucks, and being tired when you don't want to be tired sucks. But to be honest, I don't know how much this applies to me because I'm pretty sure I have terrible sleep habits in general. And lastly, I like that sleep is fundamentally comfy. It's relaxing, it's cozy, and it feels nice. Oftentimes, I find myself looking forward to sleeping because it just feels nice. Overall, sleep is wonderful, and the positives definitely outweigh the negatives. I would give sleep a respectable 8 out of 10. So yeah, those are my thoughts on sleep. I hope you found this video to be insightful. If there were any thoughts that you really agreed on or really disagreed on, feel free to let me know in the comments below, or let me know how many hours per night you usually sleep on average. I'd say I usually sleep 8 to 10 hours a night, sometimes more, sometimes less. Also, if you enjoyed this video, please click the like button and feel free to subscribe. By doing so, you are helping to support the channel. Thank you and sleep well.